Charles Manson? Nah, he don't deserve any of that. Charles Manson was like a master manipulator. Why is he in jail? I'm dead serious. Why is Charles Manson in jail for preying upon people that are so stupid to commit murder for him when he never actually did it? What? That's against the law to convince somebody to do something that they have the power to not do? Okay. Alright, so somebody was throwing out combo shit. We know that. I'm just saying, why was he in jail? Of course he's dead now, but I'm saying, why the fuck did he go to jail for? So if I get all of you niggas in this chat to go do a bunch of weird shit for me, I gotta sit in jail because y'all niggas decided to do what I told you was a good thing to do? You don't lead followers, my nigga. I'm nothing but a human being. So how the fuck am I gonna lead other human beings like I got secret powers to do shit? I don't know. I just think that humans should be like, no human should be that much manipulated to the point where like, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. We're the only ethnicity that has been dehumanitized in history to the point where like, we're basically just scum. Like imagine what niggas have been through like in history. Like everybody complaining right now about being black and shit like that. For what? Imagine what your ancestors went through. Imagine their dicks getting cut off, getting fed to alligators, getting forced to booty bust their slave owners, while they're a bunch of men booty busting slave men, raping your women, hanging them, killing them, beating them like fucking Jesus on the cross. Think about it. Like we've been dehumanitized. We were dehumanitized. So if it's any ethnicity that deserves a $3 million stimulus per family, nigga, it should be us. We were never repaid for shit. I'm not sensitive about it, but I understand why niggas still got this fucked up mentality because it carries on from generation to generation. Now me, I'm not using that shit as an excuse. My ancestors went through that fucked up shit, so I don't have to make excuses for myself. But there's a lot of niggas out there that are still going to make excuses. Please, man, Croatians are good though. As soon as they come to America anyway. Like niggas, we've been mutilated. I heard niggas, our dicks was trophies on people's walls, our dicks and balls. Like we were like animals. We were the only fucking humans that were treated like animals outside of fucking the Holocaust and shit. You know what I mean, nigga. I never used the word before, but thanks for schooling me. Dehumanize. Thank you. I said dehumanitize. My bad. It sounded cool, but I was wrong. I admit it. Dehumanize. Sorry about that. Like imagine like campfire things. They had a naked, and you know this happened. A naked black man standing in the middle of slave owners while he has to dance naked, swinging his dick around and shit. And he has to go give every slave owner a blowjob, and they just sit there and jack off on this man. Like, they probably did some weird, fucked up shit. I'm telling you. Women could be sex offenders? I don't know, because I don't know, that's kind of tricky. Because if I say a chick raped me, my dick still got hard. If she just says, lay there and I'm gonna suck your cock now. And I'm just like, no, you forced to suck me off. I busted a nut. Hey, you did it against my will. Nah, nigga, like, no. I'm sorry, I'm not buying that shit. I don't know. It's like, I really don't believe that if females had the strength of men, maybe I would consider them a sex offender. But come on, man. Like, if you, like, even a 12-year-old boy, like, when I was 12, if a woman was dumbing me up, I knew what the fuck I was doing. Nigga, if I was 7 years old and a woman was sucking me up against my will, I know I'm getting head, and I'm most likely gonna like it. So, no woman could technically, like, force you to do something, because our dicks are gonna get hard. So, against my will, my dick's gonna get hard. If I'm getting crazy top against my will and I bust, but then I still say that you forcefully blew me, you know, I say a woman forcefully blew my dick. I don't know. When it comes to women and sex offenders, I feel like the age where a boy knows exactly what he's doing is like 12 and up. 13 and up. 13 and up, we know a boy knows, we know what the fuck the deal is. 13 and up, we know what we're doing. Because kids, they'll keep doing it. Like all the fucking stories about teachers doing shit to these fucking young dudes. Like, they kept fucking these teachers and then told their friends, and then that's how it got out. Like, they knew what the fuck they was doing. How can you be drugged and still get a hard mode? I don't know. I just think that a woman can't force a man to do shit because we have more strength over him. I mean, yeah, they could threaten you with weapons and shit, but regardless of the fact, if a woman starts topping you off and your dick gets hard enough to bust, how is that rape? How is that consent? How is that forceful? Let's just use me as an example. Let's use me as an example. I mean, there was no teachers ever in history for me that was even remotely fuckable. But let's use me as an example. You know, I'm getting out of my car. You know, wait, hold on. I'm done with the gym. I'm going to my car. Two bitches pull up in a big ass Escalade like, bitch ass nigga, get in. And point guns at me. You gonna fuck all of us, nigga. And I'm like, are y'all serious? Nigga, did I say get in the fucking car? And I'd be like, oh shit, like, these bitches serious. Like, I don't want to do it. And the next thing you know, they knock me out with the pistol. I wake up and I'm ass naked, chained to a bed. And I'm just like, what the fuck? The fuck y'all doing? Let me the fuck go. What do y'all got down? Fuck! I got too much to fucking live for. Shit! Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. We just all want to suck your dick, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Now, if you move and squirm, I blow that bitch off. Or my homegirl gonna slice one of your balls off. Or you could fuck all three of us, bust in us, and we can let you go on about your merry day. So I'm just to the chair, and I'm like, fuck. Like, nigga, sit still. And they just start sucking me up. I'm like, shit. Like, is it, I mean, yeah, they put me at gunpoint, so yeah, it could be like attempted murder and shit like that. I mean, yeah, of course, if they had STDs, that's something you got to think about. But for the most part, if you just getting crazy topped off, nigga, your shit's gonna get hard. So how, at that point, if your dick stayed limp and they still did all that, then I would consider it something. But I mean, I could think of so many ways to do, you know, punishable by death. Strap somebody up to a wooden plank and just whip them. Just take a whip. Whoosh. on some slavery type shit. Ass naked. And I'll just whip your dick until it just cuts off. Whoosh! Dick just flying off. Meat just slinging everywhere. Or I just we make guns called needle shots. Where we basically, these are people that do the worst crimes. Unlawful murder, cold blood murder, rape, things like that shall all be punishable by death. Especially rape that's proven. Tie you up to a wooden plank, we come up with these guns called needle shots. Where it's not meant to kill you, it's meant to torture you. Where I take my needle shotgun and I aim it directly wherever I want until you just feel like nothing but small pierces every time I shoot you. Pew! It's just like, shoot you again. Shoot you again. You just, you feel it just enough to where it's not going to kill you but it's just going to torture you enough to where your body's just going to give out from so much pain and shock of me shooting you with these needle guns that your body's just going to give out how that dude's body gave out when the nigga had his knee on his neck for 10 minutes. That cop had the dude had his knee on that man's neck for 10 minutes. Like, I could come up with so many ways to torture people. And they should do shit like injectable gas is not good enough. Injectable gas, and that's not the gas chamber. That's not good enough when you're giving people death row for murder and rape and brutal shit like that. Well, these people need to be tortured to death. There's ways you could shock the body where you don't do it to murder, but you do it to shock the body enough to where the person wants to die and their body could just give out over it. Like, basically, here's another one. So you would just have somebody just on a plank like this, and it would just be these sharp blades that come in front of you. They go, soo, 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 soo. And the blades would come at a perfect lateral centimeter to keep slicing you precisely. While you're just on this thing, you just feel just cuts over and over again. And it's just and it, yeah, there's so many ways to punish people for doing stupid shit like that. I've thought about so many ways and come up with so many ways and written down so many ways to torture people. That's not even the half of it. Can you imagine that? Being whipped to death? Too, like, they should bring that back. Strap up somebody ass naked and just lash them to death. People who commit rape. Like, you gonna take some pussy? And it's been proven? Okay. I want you to take all of these lashings. I'm gonna wet your body up. I'm going to basically pour your body with Crisco oil. I'm going to pour your body with Crisco oil, then pour alcohol all over you. Take that same whip, drench it in Crisco oil and lard or whatever, the nastiest fats. Alcohol. Take it, stand out, stand back, put on my protection goggles and a full leather splash suit. And just whoosh. I'm gonna get it the right distance where it won't even cut you so deep. It'll just be whoosh, whoosh. It'll cut you just enough to where it just like it keeps stinging and burning until the alcohol and Crisco and lard just seeps into your wounds and you're just like